for me, I have my kind of 10-year vision, right?
Mhm.
And then I break that down and go, okay, if I want to be here in 10 years, what are the crazy things that I need to accomplish in the next 5, right? And I like to reverse engineer and
Yep.
then go, okay, when I say this is my goal, like, and have those categories, right? I like to have my goals in my business category and the finance category and the spiritual health, the relationships, the physical health, like have goals in those different categories. But is it is it in alignment and taking you one step closer to that ultimate what you want 10 years down the road? And if not, it's some goals are just a distraction, right? If it's not relevant, it can be a distraction. So make sure it aligns with the bigger vision.
Well, and you see that all the time. And not to get too down a rabbit hole or a sidetrack here, but when you're talking about your business or your brand or whatever, a lot of people will come at you with different money making schemes and things like that to detract you from your goals in your business.
Mhm.
And like when he said, it's a distraction, right? And it also confuses the brand and confuses your end clients on, okay, well, what are you doing and things like that. Same thing with your goal setting. You can confuse yourself on what am I actually trying to do, and you may actually achieve something and you feel good about it, but it's not really tying you into your overall. And then you fall back as a crutch. Well, at least I did that thing, right? But it doesn't really,
Yeah.
you end up using it as a crutch, and so you want to stay away from that. And so the last one is time bound, right? That's the T. That's the and the SMART goal is time bound, meaning you've got a specific deadline set to it. Like she said, I'm going to talk to 10 prospects per day. Okay,
Mhm.
10 per day. Not I'm going to talk to 10 people. Okay, well, over the next
Like
year,
when?
2 years. I mean, yeah, exactly. When, some of you may be looking at that. Well, you knew what I meant. No, you need to tell yourself and have this
Mhm.
trackable and repeat these goals and things like that, because that's really going to ingrain it in your mind. And what happens is you
Mhm.
start creating, because of these goals, you break it down to the ridiculous, or, break it down to the daily, or even that, we use a thing called mini days, where it's a day is broken down into, 6 hours. And you kind of use those 6 hours as a little mini day. Did I do it in the 6 hours? Okay, well, I got to double up the next one. That way you're maximizing your time. But this is what smart goal setting is all about. So, our
Mhm.
organization, I'm very big into goal setting because I'm a firm believer in it. If you don't know where you want to go, you'll never get there. You'll always be searching. You'll always be focusing on what you
Yep.
don't have rather than what you've accomplished and what you have.
Mm.
Right. And I'm not talking material possessions. I'm talking about, the fact that you're moving forward, the fact that you're getting better. You're not competing with the person next to you. You're competing with the you of yesterday, and continuing on that. And that's where you really need to focus this. And what happens is, as you start doing this, and it feels weird the first few times, I get it. That's you building a new muscle, right? But
Mhm.
really focusing on looking at your goals and what do you want to accomplish with the life that you've been given in 2024? What do you want
Mhm.
to accomplish? And you can focus on business, family, and personal growth, family growth. I want to be a better dad. I want to be a better spouse. I want to be a better, whatever, brother, sister, whatever the case may be. Right. And then your business goals. I want to do better than I did last year. Don't accept 2023's results for 2024. Well, it did as good as I did last year. Okay. Well, then you didn't really take advantage of this year. You didn't build on it. Right. So setting
Mhm.
those goals. So again, SMART, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Those are
Mhm.
SMART goals. As you go through those three different areas, and this is the stuff that we're doing for with our team over the next at the Turning Point Group over the next couple of weeks. We're setting up, some SMART goals for everybody, and they get to set their goals. This isn't like a corporate thing where I'm setting the goals for them, right? They need to set their own goals on what they want to accomplish. And you know what? Whether their goal is a big goal or a medium goal or a small goal, they're all right for them. And that's really what the focus is. Don't compare yourself to the person next to you or Chad in the cubicle down the row. Compare yourself to you of yesterday. And are you doing better?
Yep.
So that's all I've got. I don't know if you've got anything you want to add as we close, Wendy.
No, I think it's awesome. I want to encourage everybody. I mean, even if it's one big goal for the year and then break it down, like you said, into the ridiculous. And one more thing regarding the time bound. One thing I'm focusing on in 2024 is not just going, here's what I want by the end of the year, but how does that end of the year goal break down to the quarter,
Yeah.
right? So what do I want by the end of each quarter that keeps me in alignment?
Yeah. And
And,
down?
having,
How does that break down to the monthly? And then what do I need to do each week,
and then
each day, each hour to make that happen?
absolutely. Absolutely. And there was one study done that I read in a book somewhere about like people losing weight, right? And it was crazy because the people there were like three groups. The one group that was just like, I'm going to work out, lose weight, right? And they hardly lost any weight. The second group was like, I'm going to work out and lose weight by working out 1 day a week or something, or one hour a day.
Mhm.
But it was the people that wrote down, I'm going to work out this type of workout at this time every single day. And they put the time. So back to that time bound, they lost like 90% more weight than the other two. And so having that time bound, like John said, sometimes it sounds silly, like, well, duh, that's what I meant. Writing it down and speaking it keeps you more accountable. And it, for some reason, brains just train us to actually do it. So